Welcome to the darkest video you'll watch this year. Communism isn't a noble idea that was tried wrong. It is the deadliest ideology in human history, responsible for over 100 million deaths. That's not exaggeration. That's the documented toll from the Black Book of Communism and countless survivor accounts. Today in 2026, 5 countries are still ruled by communist dictatorships: China, North Korea, Cuba, Vietnam, and Laos. Millions still suffer starvation, torture, public executions, and total surveillance. If you think this is ancient history, you're dead wrong. Stay until the end. The truths you're about to hear will shock you, and most people have no idea they happened. Lenin started the nightmare in 1918 with the Red Terror, mass executions of anyone who opposed him. But Stalin took it to hell. Between 1932 and 1933 he engineered the Holodomor, the deliberate starvation of Ukraine. Over 4 million Ukrainians died. Stalin sealed the borders with internal passports so no one could escape. Entire villages ate grass, tree bark, and each other. Police reports confirm cannibalism. Stalin's Gulags swallowed another 20 million across the USSR. Political prisoners were worked to death in frozen mines. One curiosity almost nobody knows: Stalin personally signed execution lists for thousands, including his own generals. Nikolai Bukharin, a top Bolshevik, was tortured and shot in 1938 just for disagreeing. Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward, 1958 to 1962, was supposed to make China a superpower overnight. Instead, it killed between 45 and 65 million people, the worst famine in history. Mao's Insane for Pests campaign killed every sparrow in China. With no birds, locusts exploded and ate every crop. Villages were forced into communes. People melted their pots to make steel that was worthless. Result? Mass starvation. Police in Anhui province alone recorded 1,289 cases of cannibalism in 1960, parents eating their own children. One survivor later said families drew lots to decide who would be eaten next. Curiosity almost nobody knows: Mao knew the death toll in 1959 and kept the policy going anyway to save face. Mao's Cultural Revolution, 1966 to 1976, added another 1 to 2 million dead as Red Guards tortured teachers and intellectuals. Then came Cambodia. Pol Pot, real name Saloth Sar, took power in 1975 and turned the country into year zero: no money, no cities, no education. In just 4 years the Khmer Rouge murdered 2 million people, 1/4 of the entire population. They targeted doctors, teachers, even babies. Curiosity few know: they specifically slaughtered 100,000 Cham Muslims and 20,000 Vietnamese. Pol Pot died in 1998 under house arrest after a fake show trial, never properly punished. North Korea has been a communist dynasty since 1948. The 1990s famine killed another million. Today the regime runs Kwanlaso prison camps holding 200,000 people. The Songbun caste system punishes 3 generations for one person's crime. In February 2026, Amnesty International reported North Koreans are still being executed for watching South Korean TV. Kim Jong-un had his own uncle Jang Song-theek executed in 2013 with an anti-aircraft gun. Public executions are routine, for stealing food or listening to foreign radio. Curiosity almost nobody knows: entire families are imprisoned for life because one ancestor criticized the regime. In 2026, China under Xi Jinping is the most sophisticated communist dictatorship ever. Hundreds of thousands of Uyghurs remain in concentration camps, forced labor, sterilization, organ harvesting. Hong Kong's democracy is dead. Jimmy Lai was still on trial in December 2025 for simply speaking out. The social credit system punishes wrongthink. The Great Firewall blocks the truth. Defectors say people disappear nightly. China's economy looks strong only because it abandoned pure communism for crony capitalism, but the party still controls everything with an iron fist. Cuba in 2026 is collapsing: fuel and food shortages, blackouts, mass emigration. The Castro regime still jails dissidents. Vietnam and Laos keep the one-party communist grip: censorship, land seizures, forced labor. All of them prove the same truth: communism never delivers prosperity, only poverty and fear. Communism fails because it ignores human nature. No incentives, central planning collapses every time. Curiosities most people still don't know: Mao's own wife was driven mad by the Cultural Revolution. In the USSR, Lenin's secret police executed children. In Cambodia, Pol Pot studied in Paris before becoming a monster. And today, North Korea executes people for K-pop songs. Communism has never been about equality, it's about power and death. The regimes still standing in 2026 prove it. Never forget the 100 million. Never let this ideology return. If this video opened your eyes, smash like, subscribe, and comment never again below. Share this with anyone who still romanticizes communism.